Hi, so here we are in the garden. It's the end of April and this is Valerian officinalis. Valerian is a fantastic herb for aiding sleep and insomnia. It helps calm down the whole nervous system, helps you to relax, helps you to ease spasms that could be in your muscles, from your muscles around your body to period pains. It's very good for lowering blood pressure. A lot of research in Valerian for aiding you to sleep. So it's a fantastic herb for anxiety if you're stressed. Valerian will really just calm you down. Works very well for most people. Some people, very few. It stimulates them, so it's best to try it before you get into a good formula for sleep with Valerian. It grows very easily here in Ireland. It likes this kind of loose soil, which you can spread its roots, and it's the roots that we use. You harvest the roots usually on its 4th year. You'll wait for the plant to die back in the end of the season, and then you'll dig it up and you can use the root fresh and make your tincture, or you can dry the root and keep it then for about 2 years. We grow Valerian here from seed. It also self-seeds quite easy if you don't cut the flower heads off. It'll self-seed easily. This is one we just started to grow this year from seed. As you can see, the leaf looks slightly different than the mature leaf on the plant, so some people can accidentally dig these up thinking that they're a weed because they don't look like the actual plant itself. So it starts off with one leaf and then grows and ends up looking more like what you have here. It's a very easy plant to grow. As I say, it grows and self-seeds all over your garden, which is a fantastic way to multiply your stock of Valerian. We grow and use quite a lot of this in clinic in our tinctures. And one other good way of getting more and more Valerian is to divide it. You can if you have your Valerian in a pot for more than a year, you can actually separate small little Valerians out of that. And I'm going to show you just how to do that now in a few minutes. We'll go into the tunnel. Okay, so here we are with a Valerian. This is about 1 year old. We would have started this from seed in early spring last year, so we've got a full growing season last year, and now we're here. It's just started to grow again this year. This is ready to go on the ground, but if you want to divide it, this is a perfect opportunity to divide your plant up and get 3 or 4 or possibly 5 or 6 more Valerians out of your one Valerian plant. As I say, like, there's nothing wrong with planting that directly in the ground now. All you need to do is break up the roots a little bit like this, and you can plant that directly into the ground and water it for the first week, and you're going to have a plant ready to harvest in about 3 years. You can see here, these are the shoots that were growing up last year. They're all finished. As I said, the plant dies back. It's a perennial, so it's going to grow each year. I'm just going to take out those few weeds. So we're going to look for a nice little plant here, and we'll put them into smaller pots. So you can be quite rough with the plant. It's quite forgiving. So there's one little Valerian. And take off all these other little bits around. So here's your little Valerian plant, which we've divided up from the bigger plant here. Quite simply, we're just going to pot this on, and we're going to use a small 9 cm pot. And you can see the roots are already quite long, so you could actually plant this directly into the ground if you'd like to. But since it's quite early on in the year and there's still a frost outside, we'll keep these inside for the moment. That means we'll just get a bigger plant. So in May, when the frost is kind of cleared, it'll mean that we'll have a stronger plant ready to go into the ground. So it's quite simply that's one Valerian already done there. Now we're going back to the main plant, and we want to take off one more. We'll go with this big guy here. So a little bit bigger. There's actually 2 more in there. There's one little guy there, and there's the main plant we want to work with. So since this is kind of a big plant, this little pot's going to be quite small for it. So we're going to put this back into the pot that we just had. We're going to pop that back in there. So it's going to need a bit more soil. We use this organic compost. We find it's very good. And basically you're going to fill it up about halfway, pop the plant in, let the roots spread out. Get all your compost in there. And you want to have the compost just a little bit lower than the rim of your pot. You don't need to squash it down too much. And that's it. That's your valerians potted on. You've got a large one, you've got a small one, you can give them away, you can pot them into the ground.